It is June 21st. It is hot. We are down here in the pines, man. You got young pines over there. You got older pines over here. You got young pines on this side. Let me go up here to the road. We got a field back here. We got a field back here called Jean's Field. Because I baited it for hogs. It hasn't been planted yet. But I've taken some nice hogs back here. And what I set back here was 2 feeders. One in the woods, one out in the field. And the reason is to try and get some bow shots. So I waited a good amount of time and got this all set up here to where they're coming in. There's one boar coming in. There was a group of pigs coming in. Now there's just one boar coming in. He's doing a ton of damage. I see damage already, but I'm going to show you some damage up here. And what I did is I came and drove in already, pushed the deer off the feeder. I put my tree stand climber on the tree, and I hung up my my Predator Tactics night owls on the trees. I'm going to climb up in that tree and wait, get my scent up above. Man, there's no being scent free now here in the summer. It is hot, and 100 degree days coming up. This is all tore up here. back at the scene of the crime last night. I found really good blood. But man, Abbeville County is so thick. It is thick. It is June. I got my pants on because I was getting cut up too bad. So we're going to go down here in a second and find this thing. I'm going to go get my weapon so that I can take them pictures of my Armasight scope with the weapon. But in 1 second here, we're going to go down here and bloodshot this thing. This guy went directly from the feeder through here. And I know right in here, I had some really good blood on some of these. Man, you see how thick it gets in here. We're gonna, right here's the blood right there. Ants all over it. So now we get into the thick stuff. There's blood. Right here's blood. So that sucker. Right here's his trail. There he is right there. Didn't go far at all. There we go, right there. Alright, had to wait a little bit till morning on this sucker here because he came into the thick tangle. Man, this is Abbeville County. I'm going to do a pan around here. It is so thick. This is the jungle that they come through out into that opening. This hog here, I set up for archery last night, and it's the first time on this new set. I put a feeder in one of the little sections of pines, taller pines there, right off the thick stuff on the other side. I always like to, sometimes I'll double up feeders places just to get them to come in more. I got a feeder out in the field here a group was coming to. I'll put a feeder in the thicker stuff or right by the thicker stuff, and sometimes it holds 1 or 2 pigs off of the group. So what happens is the group comes through, and it's mainly the boars in these areas that I have here on this property. A boar will hang out here and stay out here, and I know I'm in business whenever day after day one single boar stays. I see him every night, every morning, every night, every morning. I know he's probably bedding in the area somewhere. So I slid in. I think I got on my stand about 9:30. I finally got my stand up. My stand was really good because the wind was kind of blowing back toward me. And right off the bat, I'd say by 10 o'clock, I had 2 deer bedding right beside me. They come in and they seen the light and they really didn't want to come in to the feeder. I'll get that a lot with deer, but the hogs tend to come in. Sitting there, man, and I wait until I think about midnight. I was going to hunt till. And because the night before, it was about from 11 to midnight, this hog was at that one feeder. Nothing on the field feeder either. The good part is I'm sitting there and I'm going to get alerts if there's something out in the field feeder. Sit there, man. Wind is pretty good right to my face, right to the road. 2 doe to my right bedded. And I look up about 1 o'clock. I didn't leave because of the deer. If I leave, the deer are going to know that my setup was right there. So I stayed another hour, and at 1 o'clock, man, I seen
the hog sneaking through, coming up, and he's coming right up to the feeder, into the lights. He's cruising up through, taking his time though. I get up and get ready with the bow. I'm holding the bow, getting ready. I got 2 lights going at one time. The video's good on the phone, and I have another camera there. I'm looking through the camera at the lights. Looks really good. I'm gonna get some good footage if this hog comes in the rest of the way. Well, when the hog comes in, he spooks one of the deer. I see the deer get up and run. I see the hog take off back into the thick stuff. Happens a lot. Just wait for that hog to come back. But what I started to get was, I started to get alerts that this hog was out in the field at the feeder. And it just kept going on for an hour and 15 minutes. And I'm sitting up in that tree. I know when he's done here, he's gonna come over there to eat. But here's what starts happening. I didn't charge my lights the whole way on the tree. I didn't plan on hunting that many hours. So my lights just got charged a little bit this morning, or last night before I left. So I knew that my lights were in danger of going out. And what happened is one of my lights went out and it started to get a little bit darker. The other one starts to go down. I could tell it's getting dimmer and dimmer just by looking at the feeder, testing the video. And even if this guy came up to the feeder in the woods, the video was going to start to drop in quality. So I'm sitting up there. I watch the deer go off. The deer finally leave. I make my move. I drop my bow down, go back to the vehicle, and I'm still getting alerts. Gene's Field. Get up there, get my 6.5 Grendel, sneak down to a stalk. He's still at that feeder, man. Almost 2 hours at the feeder. Took a shot just a little bit back, and he shot into this thicker stuff. Saw some good blood last night. But man, when I come in here with my shorts, these joggers are tearing me up. So I put the pants on this morning, and it wasn't a far track. I could see the daylight right there. He's probably only 25, 30 yards in here. I came in as far as I could. He busted through one, I guess there was like one wall of stuff, and he busted through, and he was down right here. So a boar, nice boar. He's a fighter, man. He got stuff on his ears. He got a cut on his front right up there. Not a big one, but we'll take him. Would have loved to get him with the bow, but I know that I can bring that group back in here at some point. I know that that's a good archery spot up there. It's just for the quality of video at night with those lights, I wanted to make sure those lights are charged for next time. So harvest number 45 for the year. Another nice boar down here in South Carolina. So we're gonna go for 5 more here by the end of June. Hopefully we can get on some coyotes or something. It's a little tough right now with this thickness, but we got some coyotes and we got some hogs we can target. Stay tuned. We got a lot more coming for you 2025.